Okay. Hi, folks. Oh, I got to get Jennifer in here. There's Jennifer. Okay, we're going to be kind of cramped here. So that's Jennifer on the right.
Hi.
In the center is Cindy and Robin. And there's Cindy and Robin there.
I will adjust myself.
I'm off camera right now.
Yeah. So there's Cindy and Robin and Jennifer and me. And Merry Christmas to everybody. Thanks for joining us. Good to have you all with us. No particular plan today. Just gonna talk and stitch. So.
Over here.
Yeah.
Over here, Sophie. Come here, baby. Come here.
Oh, I do have.
here.
I'm very excited. Let me see if I can get me. Bear with me. Just yeah, there I am.
Okay, here she comes.
Sort of.
Let's go.
Oh, we have a Sophie.
Well, Urian's taking her. She's gone.
Oh, bye, Sophie.
She was in my room and she gets turned around and she was facing the wrong way, so I had to get her and point her the right direction.
Oh.
Because, you know, being the blind doggy, she gets a little lost.
Yep.
Yeah, easy to get turned around.
Oh.
Yeah. She does great,
Pardon
though.
me while I fight with this here a little bit. My sister, you know, we long ago quit exchanging gifts in our family other than for kids because, you know, it was just silliness. Mm-hmm. But my sister, Nancy, my youngest sister, sent me a gift. And I mean, we just never exchanged gifts, but she sent me this, so it was very unusual, and couldn't open it till today. She had this tote bag made, and which, you know, a tote bag, yeah, but that's all pieces from my grandma's quilts.
Oh, wow. Awesome!
So, and my grandma made a bunch of quilts.
Cool.
And they're the old style quilts where it was from old shirts and old, you know, whatevers, dresses and stuff. I mean,
super scrappy.
Yeah, it wasn't like she went out and bought fat quarters all the time. She didn't even know what that was. Yeah. So then my sister Nancy had this made with old quilt stuff from my grandma, which is so cool, and then it's got a little pocket inside.
Oh, nice.
And then some coasters, which I haven't undone yet, but
awesome.
All out of old quilt stuff. So that was pretty cool. Cause
those are cute.
Yeah, my sister Nancy inherited a lot of stuff or fought for it when my dad moved and went and got it. But my grandma and I were really close because when I was born. She basically raised me because my parents were both working, so we were very close all along. So that was pretty cool to get that.
Yeah.
And you know, Nancy knew, so yeah, that's
a
pretty
great way to use scraps like that.
Yeah. Yep. So
that's awesome.
And you know those old quilts. I mean, you can tell just from the pieces that are there. I mean, what I'm 69, and they were made ages ago, so that fabric is long worn, but just little snippets saved. Yep, pretty cool.
Did she actually take the quilts apart?
She had somebody do it. Yeah. I mean, some of the I don't know how many of the quilts she has. She has quite a. My grandma made a lot. She was a crocheter and a quilter, and I mean, the quilting just came from Depression era necessity, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't something she did.
So,
yeah, she didn't.
Were they
she didn't
kind of
do it.
old and
She didn't
worn?
do it just for a hobby. It was, you know, shirt gets worn out, save it, cut scraps up, and make a quilt. Yeah. So.
Yeah, were they worn out? So like that's why they cut it apart because parts of them were falling apart.
Yeah, a lot of.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure she has some that are intact, but I know I've seen some. You know, just through the years. I mean, they were used, so yeah, they were pretty worn and pretty shot. And I mean, it's fabric that was already worn quite a bit before it becomes a quilt. So
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so that was pretty cool to have have a little something like that. That was. And that's my sister. You know, she always thinks of those things. And
That's
so,
awesome.
yeah, because you know, when
Yeah.
she sent it, it says don't open until the 25th. Well, you know, she never sends, and I'd forgotten about it. Margaret says, you want to open your gift? It's the 25th, and oh yeah, that's right. And then I wondered, you know, something really thoughtful. So that was pretty cool. Let's see.
Well, those are the best kind of gifts, the ones that you don't
Awesome.
expect.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Get some questions up here. Yeah. Well, Merry Christmas to everyone. Oh, Josie, Beth's fine. I just checked with her the other day. Her wrist is still bothering her. Her knee's fine. Hang on. I gotta cough my brains out. Hang on. Sorry, getting over a cold. Her wrist, she hurt her knee and her wrist when she fell. She said her knee was fine, but her wrist was bothering her. But she thought that was more because she was using it to make candy. So,
Oh.
yeah, so I think she didn't offer to send any of the candy though, which I thought was interesting.
Aw.
But yeah, so she's recovered from that fall. So I think she's okay. At least she didn't have anything broken. Yeah. So. Yep. So, oh well, we should show what we're working on. Let me go to Cindy and Robin. Go ahead, show us what.
Nice.
So I'm working on a three-sided perforated paper ornament. I'm working on the middle section of it.
We haven't stitched it up before.
Yeah,
What is that? 18 count paper or 12, 13?
14.
14?
It's 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You making it up or making up the design or
No.
some?
We found some more of Jean Taggart's, Jean Taggart's patterns for these.
Oh, yes.
Cool.
So
Those are pretty.
I'm just using my own colors.
Yeah. Cool.
One of the things we learned when we first started doing these a few years ago was that they look better if you have contrast.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing a lot of contrast in them.
This one she used
2 shades of red.
two shades of red and gold, I think.
Yeah.
And really, I think it's almost the same shade of red, but one of them is Kreinik and one is Fireworks.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they look the same. So I'm using green and gold and white.
okay. Cool.
And Cindy has this pattern because I've already stitched 2 of them.
Okay.
That was enough.
You guys are dangerous
one-
together.
And blue,
Yeah,
white,
we are.
blue, white, and gold, and then the other one is hot pink, a gunmetal gray, and white.
Ooh,
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah, I don't normally do traditional Christmas colors.
Yeah.
However, this is Laura Perrin's Christmas ornaments and her jewel ornaments.
Oh yeah.
There are a few mistakes in them, not as bad as some of her patterns I've done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no
because I
kidding.
know her patterns can get mistakes, I'm on the lookout for it.
Here,
And
hold
this
that
is
hold
the
that up.
second-
I'm gonna zoom in. Hold that up. I'm gonna zoom in. There we go.
So this is the second set, done using the Karen Holiday, the traditional red and green. I've done the first set that I did, I used potpourri, burgundy and olive. And I'll keep one set and give the other one away.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's something with Laura Perrin. Anybody wants does her charts is errors abound. You got to keep your your eyes on the prize there, because and she doesn't put up any corrections that I've ever seen, and didn't respond to my emails about it, and
I don't think she corrects her charts either once they're out.
no.
Where other designers I've seen, I've bought charts where there's been a correction page that's been added. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, no, I've
so,
got one of hers. I had to tear out almost half of it
Oh, no.
because I found an error and I couldn't compensate for it.
Yeah.
And then I found another error, and then I found another, and it was like, oh, geez.
At this
Yeah.
point, it's too much trouble.
Right. Well, it's
Yeah.
sitting over there on the floor. I don't know how many years it's been sitting there, and it's just like I'm moving on. I don't.
and I've done enough of hers that I know.
Yeah.
So the first thing I do is to sit and go through the pattern.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and a lot of times it's cut and paste mistakes. That's really what it is.
Yeah. It's easy to make
Yeah.
a mistake like that when you're charting something.
Say that again. A lot of times it's what?
Cut and paste.
Create a pattern that is going to be repeated, and you cut it and paste it, or copy and paste it
Yeah.
Yeah.
into other parts of the design.
And then she doesn't check to make sure it's right. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because on one of them, like the one I'm working on right now, the error is that one of the stitches that should be in gold is in light green.
Oh.
And I knew right away, because of where it was, that that's the wrong color. You would not have a single stitch in a border a different color.
Yeah. Right.
And same thing, there was something similar on another one. Of the 4 patterns, I want to say there were only 2 that really had anything out of whack on them. So that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. No, not to beat her up, but I love her work. Her designs are, just there's a bunch of them that I would just love to do, but it's just and if you're experienced, you can deal with them. You know that they're there. You look for them and you can deal with them. But I just think all the people that think, oh, that's a beautiful design, I'm gonna do that, and then they discover it's not working out, and it just frustrates people. But yeah,
I
I've got
recommend
2 or 3 of
people-
her charts, and one that's half done, and it was just never mind. It was
Yeah, it could turn somebody new totally off from the whole hobby,
right.
Right. These aren't for beginners because of the mistakes.
Yeah.
You have to know how to read a pattern well first,
Right,
to find them.
Right. Yeah. Well, and even that, people make mistakes all the time. I mean, there isn't a designer in the world that hasn't had a mistake on their chart, but to acknowledge them and correct them and post something on the website to say, hey, this isn't right, get it right. That's the difference, and yeah, it really frustrates me. Yeah, I remember distinctly at the time I had that, and I was a little mad, and I had a Debbie Rowley one I wanted to do, so all right, skip it. I'll just do Debbie's, Yeah. So I should go back and fight my way through it because I really like the design, but other things. So yeah.
well, now that you've been away from it for a while, maybe
It. That's the
Sometimes I
thing.
find
I
that
like it, and I like a lot of her stuff. It's really very creative, and yeah. Well, her choice. So let's see, Jennifer. What do you got going? Put you on the screen here.
I'm doing my Sashiko. Hang on a second. Get
Ah,
this. Pull this through. So I'm doing the let me put these. This is a bag that I bought from Olympia, whatever.
beautiful.
Wow.
And so it's partially put together with the handle, and then you do the stitching, and then you sew it up. Real easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So-
what
cool.
kind of fabric is it on?
Is it on like a cotton?
It's on some sort of cottony, indigo dye. it came in it. And then here's the other side that I'm currently working on. I'm almost done.
Yeah. Wow.
Where's that
Pretty.
bag handle? Get it out of the way. So I just have to finish stitching on those lines there that I haven't stitched on yet.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. So it goes pretty fast.
And then you're supposed to, yeah, it is really fast. And then you're supposed to wash it and let it soak and then let it dry and then clip the ends after.
Oh.
That's why there's all those little bits hanging all over.
Huh. Do you know why you do it that way?
Because he explained on that Domestica course that this thread is supposed to kind of meld itself together or something. I don't know. But right here you can see where I've made it like double. So it's 2 strands.
Uh-huh.
And I did practice on a little swatch, and it's stuck together, and I've pulled it and moved it, and so I think it'll be okay.
Interesting.
Ta-da!
Yeah, it looks really
So, yeah.
nice.
Cute. So this side has the bunny and this side doesn't. And then here's because I'm doing it to make it look like it's double-sided.
Uh-huh.
That's why I'm not putting knots. I wanted it to be 2-sided. So not 2-sided is inside the bunny where I had to do French knots.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But other than that, it's pretty much the same.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fun.
So I'm doing that. I'm almost done with my temperature thing.
Oh, that's right. End of the year, so we're gonna get to see. Hold that up a little bit higher. Oh yeah.
I know, I'm trying to move it. Getting close.
That's pretty cool the way that worked out.
Yep, I want to finish with the end of the year,
Right.
And then the next one, I was going to keep doing the heart thing, but they came out with this really cute one for the next one from Fat Quarter Shop, and it's let me get it on my pad. I'll just show the front page, obviously. All right, so it's houses.
Oh.
And I thought that was cute. And I'm like, that's cute.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. And it uses the same thread pack. So since I have so much left over, I don't have to get a new thread pack. And they did that on purpose so that people who bought the thread pack one year, because the colors are really good and,
Yeah, and you're not exactly burning up a bunch of thread on that heart, so.
No, not at all. And the new one, it's still only like 5 or 6 little stitches too,
Uh-huh.
So,
That's cool.
so I'm working on that.
Yeah. Hold that heart up again. It's interesting. It really makes a nice pattern just following the temperatures.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's neat. But on this one, you can't really tell. You get an idea of what, goes from winter to spring to summer to winter.
Yeah.
On the house one, you'll get kind of more of an idea of like, hey, this one here had a crazy day, It'll stand out more.
Right.
Yeah.
Instead of just blending in.
Right. But even in that one, you can see the outlier days. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Yeah, I really have liked doing it. I've kept up with it. And if I have gotten behind, it's been really fast to catch up. So
yeah. Pretty cool.
There's something else I'm going to do, but I can't show you because they don't have a picture of it's just a picture of the chart, so I can't show you the chart.
Oh, yeah.
But it's from Cloud's Factory. It's a little Sailor Moon and tuxedo mask next to each other. And I bought it ages ago because back when we got married, I watched Sailor Moon a lot. And on December 23rd, we were married 23 years on December 23rd of 2023.
Oh, there we go.
I'm putting that underneath the cute little Sailor Moon with tuxedo mask, and they have a little heart, Because I was a big Sailor Moon. Love my Sailor Moon.
Married the 23rd of December, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. Good for you, yeah. Yay.
That bigger, yeah. I don't know. Oh, I did start one other thing too. Want to see my new? So remember, I had finished those cute little those little ornaments from Blue Ribbon Designs, the Linda
Yeah.
Carl's Nace.
Yeah.
So then I was looking at her she has an Etsy, and I found this. I just really liked this. Find your happy place. Focus on the positive. Make your heart smile.
Mm-hmm.
I just liked it, and I've been wanting to play with some different red flosses and stuff, and try out different things. So I started on it on 40 count. I think it's Newcastle flax,
Yeah.
maybe, and I'm using NPI,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like the NPI a
Yep.
lot.
Yep. One of my
You can
favorites.
use long strands,
Yep.
and it doesn't get all messed up.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. It is
Yeah,
a beautiful
it's
thread.
nice.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying it
Yeah.
a lot. Oh, and then we went. My friend Nancy and I went to this quilt store called Kate So Modern in Guilford in Connecticut, and she had some Sashiko stuff. So I bought this little Sashiko pattern, which is over there somewhere. And then she had some Cosmo, and you guys have always talked about Cosmo thread.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'd never, so this is the first time I got to touch it and feel it, and it's soft and silky. So I did buy a strand of like a red variegated to play with that too,
Yeah.
to try it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a nice
So-
thread. Yep. Stitch is
I'd never
nice.
touched it. You guys always talk about it, and I'm like, I've never seen it. I've never been able to
Yeah.
touch it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Silky is a good description. Yeah. It stitches very
Mhm.
nice. Yeah.
yeah, it's like silk, but it's cotton.
Right. You
So-
know, it's,
And it
yeah.
behaves like silk when you stitch with it, Jennifer.
Oh wow,
And
nice.
I did some three-sided ornaments, and that was my over dyed in them. And so, because I was on 18 count canvas, I was using multiple strands. I find that, like silk, after a few stitches, it likes to lay side by side in the needle, so you don't always need your laying tool to get it to behave.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm doing it on 40, so I'm only using one strand, but I can use a long strand, and it's gorgeous. So
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I'm
glad to
really-
hear that you're doing the MPI silk too, because that,
Yeah.
as I sit here stitching with silk mori, yeah, yeah, they're opposite ends of the spectrum. I'm telling you, yeah,
Mhm.
yep. No, that's
Yeah, I
that.
got a few different ones from Thistle to try. I got like Splendor, and they're all over there. I'd have to get up and move and go get stuff, but you know, I think
Yeah.
I showed them already. So
No, that, yep, very nice. Yeah.
yeah,
And I don't know. I mean,
and then of course,
Cosmo, they have a lot of colors too. I don't know if they have as many as DMC, but
not as many, but they
No,
do have a lot.
yeah,
She had a whole card, and she's like opens up the card, and she's like, "Oh, here's all these," and that way, if people want to order some that I don't have, and
yeah, yeah.
so yeah,
No, I got.
it was a new quilt store to me. I'd never been to that quilt store
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I got in the well, Beth and I both in the Cosmo Club at Sassy Jack's, so yeah, I've got a nice stash
Right.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Yes. And then I found out that Aurifil has a 12 weight stitching floss. Like Sulky. You know how Sulky has that 12 weight that a lot of people will use a cross stitch? Aurifil has a 12 weight as well, and I didn't know that. Aurifil's a stitching, it's like you use it a lot for quilting.
right.
So, and I didn't know that she had some of that too. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know they even had that.
I
So,
didn't either.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's that Aurifil. What's her name at Fat Quarter Shop? That's what they use a lot of, don't they?
Yeah, for quilting.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kimberly.
yeah, her. Yeah, Kimberly. Yeah, Yeah.
And it is nice. I did buy some of my handmade English paper piecing that I'm doing. I was using some other stuff, and then I got some Aurifil, and I like it better. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a really nice cotton thread.
Yep. Sandy P. wondering if Gloriana dyes on MPI or some other silk base. Yeah, I have no idea.
Mhm.
I don't know either.
Isn't it the classic Colorworks Soie Surfine? Isn't that Soie d'Alger that's just over dyed? Is that what they use for their base?
I really don't know.
Anybody know?
No.
Wasn't sure because I
think
bought a thing of that too to try, and I
Oh,
haven't yet. But.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to know what bases people use to over dye. It'd be
Right.
nice if they would say what it was, because you know, it would help you make a determination about what you buy. At least it would for me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Most of the cotton though is done over DMCs, right? I think it is,
Probably. Yeah. I mean,
as far as I
I
know
would
anyway.
assume so,
Yeah.
but I don't know for sure.
I'm pretty sure most of it is easy to get.
Right.
Big,
Probably
huge cones and
cheap,
spools and.
cheaper, or inexpensive, I guess would be the word. Inexpensive.
Right.
Yeah. So he stitched me dies on something like MPI because she all but guarantees no fuzzies. Well, that MPI holds up very well. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's a whole world, I'm sure, of where you get your raw materials. That would be an interesting thing to explore. Who uses
Yeah.
what dyes? And of course, none of them are going to say, because that's their family secrets. But you know, what dyes they
Right.
use, and what bases they use. Linens too, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm sure most of it's Weigert. Oh.
I can't remember. I was just gonna. There's a floss company that sells floss that they dye their floss with plant dyes. And I've started following them recently, and oh gee, can't remember the name. I'm trying to look on Instagram and see if I can.
Well, DMC has a new line.
Yeah.
Of, oh, is it a wool blend
Yeah,
that's
I
dyed
saw that.
with
Yeah.
natural
Yes.
dyes?
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find somebody at DMC that will do a show with us. I got to find a name of somebody, but I'd like to talk to them about that. I think it'd be interesting.
Have you tried the U.S. office first out of New Jersey?
No, I would just poking around seeing if I could get a name somewhere. So I haven't made a concerted effort, but
Because I know there is a contact tab, I'm pretty sure, on that page. It's been a while since I visited it, but
okay. I'll look. I went to the French site, which there's my mistake. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I think it'd be interesting to talk about, because it's just interesting that a company that, you know, I mean, all they make is cotton floss, and then when they try these things to find, you know, to just learn more about it. So
well, they have other threads, but the cotton is their strength.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
So
and so many of their other threads just don't work out. You know, people don't care for them, or. But yeah, this
I
seemed
think
like it had something going for it.
I think
So
more to do with designers not using it more
yeah,
than anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's why they dropped their flower thread years ago. It just wasn't being called for in any patterns. People were still using the Danish
Oh.
through Ava Rosenstand.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, I think that's why Anchor disappeared, because nobody was using it.
As a primary in their patterns.
Right.
Right.
That's true. It's always listed as the secondary color when you look at the charts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is, Stuart Moore Textiles. I knew it had an ST.
Okay.
Stuart, let me see if I can move that down here. Stuart Moore Textiles,
Oh, wow.
and they do plant dyed, and they've got gorgeous colors.
Ooh, yeah.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Gee.
If you're interested in
What's
that,
the
you know,
other?
go find them.
Making a note. Making a note.
Yeah.
Robin made
Jennifer, that colorway.
Robin made scissor cases for us, heart hanger scissor cases
Oh,
for
cool.
Christmas this year.
That's mine.
Cute.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me get you full screen so we can
Blue
see
with
them.
orange.
Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
Oh, wow.
It's
Pretty.
it's an old Emmy Bishop pattern, cross pads, that I ran across looking for something else.
Huh.
Cindy's I'll go get Cindy's. They're all different. Some of it was me trying to just play around with color.
You said
Yeah.
you did 5 of them?
I did 5 of them.
Why do one when you can do 5?
Right. Sandy P is asking if they're color fast.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Go on their site and check it out. I don't know.
By the way,
I
I
just
did
thought they
find
were
out that these
pretty.
side works is color fast.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Ooh,
So that's
wow.
Cindy's. But I learned from Cindy's that the heart hanger looks better if it's a contrasting color against the background. But I wasn't going to take it out.
Hold up that first one close by.
Hang on. Coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are
Ooh,
beautiful.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Those are gorgeous.
I have one down on the green heart hanger fabric that used cranberry for the watercolors. The other one I did is done on the beige, and that used rainforest. And the third one was done on the light blue heart hanger, and these are just literally small pieces of heart hanger fabric I had in my stack.
Yeah.
With an anchor over dye that I happen to have.
Power of inventory.
Yes.
Yep. Exactly.
The hardest part was
that
figuring out which one did I want to use.
yeah. That whole anchor thing is so interesting because they went to those spools, and there seemed the complaints that I was seeing was that the spools then took up too much shelf space, and
And then storing your extra cut off bits is difficult. They won't
Yeah.
wrap around and stay. It's just not a viable for me.
So not sure it was a good move on their part, but then because DMC bought them, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, and we haven't heard what they're going to do with that because I mean that's an old brand. I mean that's been around forever. You'd think they'd have some plan, maybe just to take it off the market. Sometimes that's what
Yeah.
companies will do.
Some
just
of
buy it.
my old cross stitch charts from like the 80s and 90s have Anchor listed as like it has Anchor, DMC,
Yeah.
and I think something else too. JMP Coats. Didn't JMP Coats have a
Yep.
Yeah.
couple of my charts have like the 3 different ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the old charts were always Anchor and DMC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the other thing too, the store display for that, it looked like sewing thread the way it's displayed. Right.
It did.
I don't think people knew it was.
Yeah.
I didn't catch all that, Robin. What?
It looked like sewing thread. It didn't look like floss. So
Oh,
I don't
because
think
it was
people
on
knew
spools.
that it was
Yeah,
floss.
yeah.
It was in the
Deceptive.
same aisle as the DMC, but it was like in my stores, it was on the other side, so it wasn't right next to it. It was
Oh.
like,
Oops.
Well, and in Michael's, it literally was right across from their sewing except stuff.
oh
It was
no.
right next to the DMC
Yeah.
floss, but Michael's has their sewing stuff right
On the
across the
back
aisle
side.
from their needlework.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
Yeah.
So I could see the confusion on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
By the way, Jennifer, I have to tell you, one of my favorite shows was the Tamari with you when you had the aha moment. That was classic.
With the
Yeah.
Jen Weber.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, and I was like,
I
oh.
Yes. And
That
that's
was
what
good for
makes
me too.
that's what makes watching the live shows so much fun. Well, that and there's so much interaction with your audience. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, that one show, that just completely changed your whole approach to Tamari, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And it made the new patterns that came along, I just would have thrown my hands up. I was already getting frustrated because the more difficult the patterns got, the more precise your stitching needed to be placed. And when I had that loosey-goosey ball wrap, it was just moving all over and causing a huge problem. Yeah, it made a big difference.
Yeah.
So.
That one little thing. Just one little thing. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
That's the fun part with this, that if you can not only inspire yourself but someone else or others.
Mm-hmm. And you always find
Yeah,
something. Even if you've been doing something for forever, somebody has a tip.
One of our chapter members to try Tamari herself.
Yeah.
She just went and
bought a kit.
And this is a woman who is really only learning to do needlework. She started with painted canvases, and she found a Tamari ball kit, and she did a beautiful job. She didn't even know anything about it until she watched that episode.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's great. Yeah.
Yep. It's fun. Now I just have so many different projects. And so who all's doing WhipGo? I saw people are trying WhipGo this year.
I think just me and Beth.
Okay.
I'm
going to try something different. I was going to do WhipGo, but I got myself this little weekly planner. And I know there's the book of days out there, but I wanted it more like a weekly. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll change my mind and next year I'll get something different. But I'm going to try putting I have all these big projects that I don't ever seem to touch, and I want to touch them more. So every week I want to put something like, work on pandemic or work on a perfect world. And maybe like Beth said when we were texting, do at least one strand of thread every day. Or every time you, some days aren't stitching days because you're just too busy. But if it's a stitching day, put in at least a length of thread and then move on to what you really want to work on. But I want to work on them more than WhipGo calls for.
Wow.
Because I look through my stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, and you forget about stuff, and you're like, I just want to work on it, and then maybe one of them will inspire you to really work on it hardcore in addition to the other stuff, and you get one done. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, Love to Sew says she's doing it.
The Whip Parade inspired me to start working on the pumpkins again.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Did you notice on the Whip Parade how Cindy tends to coordinate her magnets to what she's working on?
Yes, I did. Yeah. I chose not to hassle her about that. Yeah.
That's
Why
funny.
not? I think
This
it's
is the-
awesome.
This is the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And she can do that because she's just enough off screen that she can get away with it there. Yeah.
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 Got a
I mean, on this one, I had five different ones I could have put on.
Here, I'm gonna fix
I
that
two
here. Here
different
now.
penguins. So I chose one of my green ones, which was the outline of the state of Iowa, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
nice.
But another green one I could use. Another two red and white penguins I could have put on here.
Yeah.
Yes, and I readily admit it. Like the jewelry that I wear, I coordinate my magnet to match something on the canvas I'm working on.
Yeah.
My
There you
jewelry
go.
always plays well with whatever shirt I have on.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
yes,
here,
it's
here
very
you're doing
important.
something, Robin, that we've talked about but have never demonstrated, and that's using a frame weight. I think people don't realize how simple it can be to if you're going somewhere. Just what is that? Just got BBs in it, or what does it have?
It's a beanie baby that had surgery.
Yeah, I'm pretty about it.
And mine at home is a penguin that had surgery the same time I had surgery.
Yeah.
Mine has buckshot in it.
Yeah.
This is lead shot.
Yeah,
Yep.
washers work well.
But yeah, see, that's for people who, oh, I don't want to invest in a stand. All you need is something like that, or, I've heard of people saying, take a white athletic sock and just fill it with pennies.
Or a
And
zip line.
what's that?
A pretty glove. A pretty glove and sew up the cuff.
Yeah.
The other kind that we use are the small woodworkers clamps. They don't work well on this table because the top edge is beveled. And there's several layers to it.
Yep.
Oh,
But
yes.
on the table with a straight edge, those are great.
At first, it looked like a cute little bird when it was all up from a distance. I was like, what's that cute bird?
And
The
they're
tail.
small enough to throw in with all your other stitching accessories.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I carry a pair of them with me in my stitching bag.
And I've got a pair.
But it's just either way is just a real great way if you're going somewhere to stitch to have something to hold your frame so you can stitch rather than having to do it in hand. It doesn't cost anything. Well, I mean, yeah, a glove or a sock full of pennies or whatever, I mean, that's nothing. And we all have coin jars somewhere, just dump a bunch of them in, and but then yeah, like you're doing there, you're able to stitch. The frame is held, it stays where it's supposed to be, and you can work. And yeah, you don't have to haul a frame and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Yep. Just has to be heavy. That's all.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a beanie baby. I won at a Christmas party with the Fox chapter many years ago that has had surgery. And yep, same thing. Yep, works out great. Yeah.
I bought them before they were collectible.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And because the several of them were kind of flat-ish, and really easy. And I mean, it was just a little toy.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones that I have do have the heart tags on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tab.
And yeah, I don't know, just never gotten around to taking it off.
I put mine to the washer. Because his belly got dirty. He's white, being a penguin.
Yeah. Yeah, rocks will work, Sandy. Sure, just wash them off, dump the rocks in. Yeah. Well, I've heard, Sandy. Thanks for mentioning that, because that's something that somebody told me once. If you travel a lot, just take a sock, and then at the hotel, in their landscaping, just fill up your sock with rocks. use that for your frame weight, and then when you're ready to check out on your way out, just dump them back in the landscaping, and off you
Yeah.
go. And
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah, just
Yep, that would definitely work.
Yep. As long as you put them back, they won't mind.
Yeah.
No.
Don't mind while I borrow the rocks.
Yeah. What are you doing? I'll put them back when I'm done. Yeah, it'll be okay. Yeah. But yeah, that's just, we get so wrapped up in the frames and the stands and everything, and yeah, there's much simpler ways to do a lot of that stuff.
Yep. Did I show you the little Tamari stand things that I made for my Tamari group?
Nope.
The little pillows?
Nope.
Oh, here.
Ooh.
I have,
But we'll be
if I
happy
can
to
reach.
look at them.
Oh, come on. Let go. There we go. I didn't have to get up. I
That's
have a
kind of
couple
show and
people
tell. You
that
don't have to move.
I know. So I made I got this Japanesey type style fabric off of Amazon.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
And then I hand sewed them. And it's just a little thing that you just put your ball in there so it doesn't slide around. And I filled
that
it with
what
those poly
the stick
beads.
on?
Or display.
You can even use them for display. My Tamari teacher said that sometimes they'll make these little pillows and they'll sew it together right here so it's got a little divot. And then they'll even have little tassels hanging off the ends. And they use them to display the Tamaris on.
Mm. So you use that when you're working on them?
Right. And you set them down so they don't roll. Because when you set them down, they roll everywhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah. I just Googled Japanese fabrics on Amazon, and it says they're fat quarters. They were really like fat eighths.
Yeah.
But, they didn't need to be too big.
Then you said you used poly beads?
Yeah, at like Joann's and stuff, you just get those little plastic poly beads.
Uh-huh.
And I hand sewed it, and then I stuffed it, and then just hand sewed the little things shut.
Yep.
Nice
Because my
idea.
sewing machine's been put away, so I've been doing a lot of hand sewing. And I do just as well as the machine, so not a problem. I don't know, that's the other thing that I've made recently that I didn't show earlier because I wanted to give them all to everybody first before I showed them off in public.
Yeah. Yeah, because you were telling me that your Tamari teacher's retired.
Yes, we
that's
had
a
our
sad
last
thing.
official class.
Yep.
So, and now a lot of us still are going to get together and work on unfinished projects or, go through. We all have a bunch of the books. So we'll go through the books and just kind of make whatever we want and still get together and do the stitching. But we don't really need a teacher anymore and we can help each other, So.
But still, that was a long-running thing to have that come to an end.
It was like 10 years, and I had joined in about 5 years ago. But they had been doing it for 5 years before I came along.
Wow.
So, yep.
It's too bad, but yep, happens.
I know. Well, she wants to go do some other things and stuff. So.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
You're entitled. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're able that the group's going to stay together anyway, because.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you guys have accomplished an awful lot through the years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at least that won't die off.
Yeah. So I've got to, I've got ones over there I need to finish. I need to work on them. And in my little thing too, I'm going to put remember to work on your Tamari and remember to do some of your hand quilting on your quilt that's sitting on the floor over here that needs quilted. It's like I don't want to put it away because then I definitely won't work on it, but it's sitting there and I just keep moving it. When the cleaners come, I pile it on the chair. And then when they leave, I put it back on the floor.
Yeah. Inherited. I thought this live stream was going to be later. No, 3 o'clock Eastern time was. Sorry. Yeah. No. Always, but it was going to be 3 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, and the annual January 1 gathering, we're not going to be able to do that. We'll have to get the tiara out another time. Our granddaughter's first birthday is that first birthday party is the first. So sorry, you
Yep.
guys lose out. You guys lose out to a 1-year-old.
Yeah. So one of my cousins that I went out for the baby shower, she's due like I think January 8th or something, but she could have that baby on January 1st.
Ah, that would be cool.
I know.
Yeah.
So one of my cousins, my sister, and my nephew are all born on the same day, same birthday. And then my niece and my cousin's little girl, they were both born on the exact same day. Same
Oh.
year, same day.
Oh.
Wow.
So we have a few doubles and triples in the family. So
That's cool.
we have huge, huge family.
Inherited, I don't know, because I set up the schedule on that time
5.
and everything was in sync on this end. I'm not sure what is your computer clock off, maybe? I don't know.
Did you go to a different time zone
That's
and put it in?
weird.
I've done that before where I've been in Colorado and I've put something in my calendar. And then when I come back here, it's like the time has been screwed up by 2 hours.
Yeah, I've had
And-
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Well,
it's
I have
like,
to do that
uh-oh.
when I go to trade shows. I have to do that when I put stuff in my calendar on my computer and in my phone and everything. I actually put the time of day that the meeting is supposed to happen, because I've missed meetings once or twice because of that time shift, and it goofed up everything. And yeah, so now every time I set up a meeting, I put in what time it is, wherever that's going to be. If it's a 3 o'clock meeting, I put that in so that I can't get messed up. Because yeah, I missed a couple meetings. One of them I was pretty embarrassed. But I mean, what could I do? I looked at the calendar. It said this, and
Yeah, because it changes, and then like appointments that will show up for in Connecticut, like because I have to keep my husband on track with his dentists and hair appointments, because he can't seem to manage himself. So,
ouch, ouch.
He can do work. I have to take care of everything outside of work. I mean, it's bad. So
He can keep helicopters in the air, but he can't get a hair appointment straight. Okay. Well.
No, he cannot. I mean, even just the other day, I mean, it's later than that. I'm like, no, look in the calendar, it says this time. And my hairdresser, we have the same hairdresser, so she knows. So she'll text me, Urian's appointment's on this day. And then our oral hygienist, we have the same one. I'm like, make sure, she knows to tell me. And then if he calls to like change an appointment, I've told them, I'm like, put it in the file that he is not allowed to get off the phone unless he reschedules the appointment, otherwise he'll never come. It's a whole problem.
Well, Inherited, I feel bad that got screwed up.
I know.
Yeah, that's
YouTube been hitting the eggnog.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Not sure how that happened. Yeah. Don't really know.
Yeah.
Because I have scheduled shows and put in the wrong time. I've done that because we always publicize Eastern time, and then we're Central time, and and then it has to be 5 minutes before the top of the hour. So I've goofed that up a couple of times and caught myself, but no, this time I had it right. So sorry. Ooh, Paula from Portugal. Good to have you with us. Oh, that's right. We can get European people.
Yeah, because
it's recorded Inherited, so you can, like everything.
Yeah.
You can
watch it back.
Particularly profound.
No.
What's that?
I said we didn't say anything particularly profound.
No, not yet.
No.
No. Hey, you too, Paula. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Christmas. Let's see. That's a good 6 hours. Your Christmas day is over there in Portugal. Yeah.
Yep, it's 10 o'clock over there.
Yep.
My husband's mom's somewhere in the Czech Republic at one of those spa things with her sister
Yeah.
for the holiday. Yeah. So she's not at home in the Netherlands. She's Czech
Yeah.
Republic somewhere.
MFE
Oh,
put.
did you guys see Shannon Christine has put out 12 different cute little mini like designs the last 12 days.
No.
They are super
Shannon
cute.
Christine.
Yeah, Shannon Christine. Have you ever interviewed her?
No. That's why
Oh.
that's why I promptly grabbed the pen and paper here.
She might be a good one. She has been doing some beautiful stuff lately. She's been designing for
Yeah.
quite a while. And
Well, told one of our friends about them, and she went on Shannon Christine's website and said she couldn't find them. And they said, no, they're on social media. So I've
yeah,
seen
go
them
onto
on Facebook
Facebook.
and on Instagram.
Yeah, and just on Facebook, you just touch the picture, and then those three little dots at the top, you have it
Mhm.
save the photo in your photos, and then from your photos, you can put it in I always put it in Word or books. It's books, yeah. You can put it in there, and it's all right there. It's because
Yeah.
it's free. It's nothing secret.
Was it cross stitch or what?
Yeah, it's cross
Yeah,
stitch.
the cross stitch.
Yeah, they're really
Yep.
cute and pretty.
I'll check her
They're
out on the list right here.
ornament size things.
Yeah, they're little ornament. I think they're 60 by 60 or 30 by 30. They're little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check it out. Maybe we need to do a show with her. Yep. Thanks.
Yeah.
Nope. Never heard of her.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Yeah,
She
I've
does
known
some
about
pretty
her
things.
for a few years.
Nope.
Yes.
Who
She put out a really.
Who was I talking to the other day about how when we started this thing, we thought we'd run out of people, and every time I turn
Yeah.
around, there's 5 new ones. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Robin and Cindy, you guys sent me a list of a half dozen people here just the other day. I'd never heard any of them. So.
Oh my goodness.
And that was just from looking at the ANG seminar booklet.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Paula's in and out. Bye, Paula. Thanks for joining us.
Top Gun Maverick. That was good.
Yep.
Good.
Live in Portugal. I follow a number of sites. Portugal and Spain are popular training grounds for professional cyclists, and
Oh, yeah.
I follow several. I never realized how beautiful that country is. It's
Right.
man.
I didn't know that Spain was so mountainous till I watched La Vuelta.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, it's only
Yeah.
the Madrid area that's kind of flat.
Yeah. Oh, it's a beautiful country. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yep. Never realized.
Yeah, I love watching that cycling. Yeah, I don't know. It's got
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm really unhappy that Discovery shut down the GCN Plus app. So all the racing now, you have to go through them, and it costs 4 times the money. So.
Oh, I watch my stuff on Peacock. Peacock shows
Right.
the Tour de France and the Vuelta.
Right, but the other races they
And
don't
maybe
show.
the Hero. Oh.
Right. The other
I
races.
haven't watched the.
You
Yeah.
see, the GCN app was showing a lot of women's races, and women's racing had really started to gain in popularity, and now it's going to be harder to get a hold of. And that women's racing is just as good. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look, I'm done.
Use the Gambian. Yeah, we're talking about Spain because
All
Paul
done.
Lima was here. Oh, look at that. All done. So you just got to sew it up now.
Yep, I'll have to wash it, and then I'll sew it after I wash it.
Yep.
Sounds like the hubby and the Sophie are back. I hear them.
Yeah, used the Gambian. Yeah, we're talking about Portugal because Paula Lima was just here, but now she went to bed. She's from Portugal, but yeah, Spain. Yep. Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've really come to appreciate through cycling what beautiful country that is. Yep, it's amazing. Oh, there's Sophie.
Oh, do you hear her?
Yep.
Yeah.
She wants her after walkie cookies.
Back home. Yep.
Yep.
We're from the Midwest in the U.S.
I live in Connecticut.
Yep.
My husband's from the Netherlands, but he lives in Connecticut too.
That's a good thing. That works
You'd hope
out.
so, right?
That's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah, I wanna go see the rowing movie, Guys in the Boat,
Oh, right.
Boys in the Boat.
Mm-hmm.
Boys in the Boat. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that looks good. That means I'll actually have to get in the car and go to a theater, but I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yep.
You know how to use Fandango and to buy your tickets early so that you can be
Yeah.
sure to get a seat, right?
Right. Oh, I go at odd hours.
Go.
I go at odd hours just to make sure and to be able to sit in the
here.
back.
Come here. Oh, baby. Well, now you pick your seats
Right.
on the
Yeah.
screen. Here she
Yeah.
is.
There's
Just a
Sophie.
precious. Hello. What the baby loves? She loves mommy. All right. That's the Sophie show. Little monkey. She's going to be 12 in January.
Oh my. Wow.
Wow.
I know. I can't believe my baby's that old. But
Yep.
these little ones, if they're healthy, they can live to be 18, 19 years old. So.
Oh, can they? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's not overweight and she's really healthy. And aside from having the SARS and being blind, she's good to go.
Yeah.
So, she does have a
What
heart
caused her to
murmur.
go blind? Do you know?
Hmm?
Do you know what caused her to go blind?
No, they don't know much about SARS. They don't know why it makes them go blind, like what causes it to happen. And there's no age, there's no breed, it just happens. And there's no treatment, there's no cure. It's kind of a mystery, yeah. So I don't know. But yeah, she's doing good. She's got a heart murmur, but she takes medication for that. And even the doctor, he's like, for the couple of things that's wrong with her, she's like perfect though. You know? It's like, I would say she's perfectly healthy, but she has these couple of things. But aside from that, she's perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
So.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. Happy child. It's my only child, so.
Yep. Hey. It's pets are family members too.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right. I think we'll wrap this up here. Thanks to everybody for joining us. Merry Christmas. Keep stitching.
Merry
Don't
Christmas.
stop just because we're done. Keep going.
I know. Well, I'm done.
Yep.
So.
We have a finish right here. So.
I know. I've got to go soak it and sew it.
Have a good rest
Robin
of the day,
has one more
everybody.
thing to
Thanks a
say.
lot.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Robin
Bye.
has one more thing
Happy
to say.
holidays.
Gary.